So I have a paradox, which, wow, strange paradox, right? Maybe it'll resolve itself within the talk. Anyways. So I have noticed just about all the people in my life who have some type of, I don't know, against my support stance. Basically don't trust me because I trust myself. And you know, I always had a hard time giving up my authority unless it was like, okay, yeah, there you go, that's your time to shine, right? Rise and shine, bitch. Whatever. So today we're having... So to me this is the biggest paradox of all, right? Because how can you not trust me when I trust myself and I'm your partner in crime, your support mechanism in that sense? So yeah, and then there's the opposite of that spectrum, which also is within the realm of a specific realm. There's like a complete flip side realm to that. So the opposite side of this part of duality or civilization is that they absolutely fall head over heels into, yes, mommy, tell me, give me the suckle boob, right? And I'm like, okay, well, we can benefit from each other, but it's not like you have to be somewhat self-sufficient, right? Because like I'm not 24/7 on watch for you, right? And then there's, so to come to the other part of duality, which I have not thought about, which is just coming out now, as energy would otherwise flow in my head and clog itself up anyways. Because if it doesn't go anywhere, it's gonna get lost forever unless somebody pulls it out. And yeah, how would anybody see the practical value of this if I wasn't gonna say it in the moment where it was, which is not always simple. Sometimes there's resistance in the sense of, yeah, not now, I'm sleeping, right? I just hope it doesn't fuck me over afterwards. So I need to eat more because today I'm just feeling foodie. I made a somewhat bolognese sauce. Just within the bolognese was also shrooms and paprika, which was very yummy for breakfast. So I'm gonna have a afternoon snack. So I just stopped the video on accident. Hello. I got a message. Awesome. So yeah, universe says no to a party, which is fine. Okay then. Can't argue with the universe. So yeah, the other side of duality is more like there's a flip side with options, and that mostly goes along the way of people don't know that you trust your inner authority or whatever, and strategy or whatever, and strategy, which then can look like people don't know that you trust your strategy and authority, and they don't trust you with them, and or they don't know that you follow your strategy and authority, and they turn to mommy, give me your titties, right? Yeah. So, and then there's options where it's like people don't know how you live your life and that you trust yourself, and thus they only trust you partly, or and people know that you trust yourself and they only trust you partly, right? There's different backgrounds or starting points and same or similar outcomes. So whatever, fuck. We're not going out. Oh my god, I'm annoyed. Yeah. So. And you know, for me, I've always given or respected a lot of different authorities to see how they live their life, right? To get myself inspired, which mostly then also got me a little fucked up. And now I'm, yeah. Can't even go out to party, because I've got no more friends left. Which is not entirely true. It's just that everybody seems so reclusive and so mental about everything. So, yeah, it's like a lot of work to find your people, which is not a bad thing inherently or anything. Just what it is. And yeah, I just find it very paradoxical when people, you know, when they see that you are uncontrollable, and it's like, what do you need control over anyways? Maybe there's a mental thing about this, you know, there's crosses of control, and it's like, yeah, they're gonna just be themselves anyways, and then within their life they're gonna have whatever control looks like, whatever love looks like, right? Or not. No control, no love. What's the opposite of love? Hate. So maybe for control it's chaos. We don't know. Yesterday I burnt the top of my, what's it called? Gammon. And every bite now hurts. Well, okay. Shit. So yeah. It was too hot. The food I took in was sizzling my upper taste buds. It's not what is there, but yes, sure. Taste buds is on the tongue. I forgot the English word, and it doesn't matter. Well, luckily I'm not going out today. Because those are oil stains. Give me food, senpai. Not senpai. Feed me, Seymour. Alright. No shit will wait for you, right? Those who are empowered cannot wait for you. So maybe that's why. Maybe that is why people who don't trust you when you are empowered yourself. But that to me makes just more sense than to even go more in directions of well, I respect my gifts and you respect your gifts. Let's just fuse them, merge them until we did whatever and it's fine for us to leave, right? Yeah. Then there you would have to know when enough is enough and some such. We don't know. I'm just glad I'm on vacation. And maybe I'm gonna buy an apartment. Not this one. Yet, maybe. Maybe I'm gonna be able to get the credit and purchase an apartment where dogs are allowed. Maybe. It'd be wonderful. Well, nothing is holding me back from doing things that I love to. So today I'm going for acupuncture. I'm actually really excited for that. Because, I don't know, acupuncture has something for me. Like, hell yeah. Since I was very young. I'm so glad that now I'm able to fulfill these things for me. I really am. I extremely am. happy for myself. And I appreciate myself. And you know, as soon as I just know it. It's so predictable in that sense. That as soon as I'm gonna tell, so my father is gonna be happy for me. If I should get a credit and get to own an apartment, there should be the option that my mom is gonna tell me, well, kid, what are you gonna do now? You're gonna give your life away? You can never go to vacation because you don't have money. What about the dog? Well, the dog can live with me. Yeah, what? How about you? How about the money? Because the dog costs a living, right? And yeah, well, that's part of the plan, right? That's why a credit to later in life have done all the crazy things, right? Because what actually, you know, I'm these days I'm thinking a lot about my age and then about my all the things that I did, that I saw, that I experienced, and ooh, all the craziness I had with the drugs, right? It's and all the hobbies that I was denied. Because no, you can't do that. Mom, you don't even know of my talent at school, right? And then the life is limited to no, you can't do that. No, I don't want to observe you while you do that. And now I have to learn. I have to really relearn. So yeah, there's fundamental things that are I'm realizing with turning 27, I think it is, yes. I believe I'm turning 27. Where it's like, wow, so I only turned 70 to 72 at best. Which, yeah, I would like to turn 72 if I can. Because I borrowed that much time. And now I have to come to terms with what it is that I like again. And fail all the hard way. Because I learned to read stories and not to learn literature, for instance, right? I was given storybooks whenever I was asking for literature of this or that to do it myself. It was like, no, you can't. We don't have money for that. And so yeah, I'm turning a little, well, fuck everybody then. Because it's so hard, you know. It's so it looks so simple to give away your life to alcohol, to whatever. To sugar even. You know how it affects the brain? The developing brain makes the brain mush if it's too much. Yeah, those are the perks of growing up as myself. TV and sugar. Not exclusively. Also sports and dancing, making music. And when I asked for a specific instrument, no, you didn't do that then. So the evidence told them that then I was too young. And now saying yes to this, it would be a waste of money. Wonderful. I'm speaking about learning the guitar. And now it's like, yeah, my whole developing brain is stopping to develop, and it's like, wow, those are the gray areas, those are the sleepies, those are the fuck I never knew. Because I never got support in that way. And it doesn't matter because I don't wanna here. It's just what matters is the inevitably my discipline and where I'm going will continue to rub people the wrong way, and to will continue, I don't know the word, resistance from people who think I can't do that, or I shouldn't do that, or it's not on brand for me. Whatever their brand for me is, because I bet they don't know themselves. Which is probably, truthfully, the hardest part. To realize, wow, that's who they are. Don't have to listen to that. I don't have to make their doctrine my life through my head. Does that make any sense? Well, I bet it does. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to hold myself up to whatever I wanna do. You know, sewing. I got projects, and reading. And existing. Maybe going horse riding, who knows? Maybe buying an apartment. Who knows? Right? Because I once when I was 16, 17-ish, I wanted to build my own house. And again I was told, no, that's too much work. And I was like, yeah, up there I wanna build a house. I don't know why. And I was asked, do you really want to do that? And with the despair of being disappointed in their eyes. And I don't know why that's a disappointment. If you want to do something for yourself, it just makes no sense. And I bet it will upset me once it makes sense. Probably some 7-centered mindfuck emo blackmail shit as well. So yeah. We gotta stay disciplined. We gotta not care as individuals. Because I believe there's so much goodness that each and everyone could experience when it comes to anything, really. Even going out to party and then being told, no, I have no more energy. You know, that's just the thing. we often don't take the moments where we would recharge because we were excited 5 days of the week before to take our heads off instead of poisoning the body. You know, to just dance and I don't know, enjoy ourselves for once. And yeah, I've done that a lot until the point where I knew my life wasn't gonna cut it like this anymore. So I stopped. You know, to go party every weekend and whatever. Those were the real bummer decisions for my, I don't know, over-identified with freedom. Because what else is there to do? Mind? You know, I guess a good saying for developing one's own skills in adverse times when the people you love are against you. I don't have a saying, but it's like hone your skills when people you love are against you. I got avocado in my nose. They will not love you more or less if you don't follow your discipline. They'll probably just identify themselves more with what you do. Or not. Maybe they'll be rather disappointed because you had so much opportunity, and in that sense I want to remind us, everybody listening, everybody dies at some point and you can just be glad. Damn, all that curse that they put on me, I bet they saw it too, and all the opportunity they lacked themselves and us. Man, this could be a different life. Then we can either start doing the things we like to do, or step in the same misery with the same dead voice reminders. Cause fuck that. What else does the mind have? Just some reminder. Ironically, that doesn't even replicate the voice of them. Still don't know what to do with the hair. In 2 weeks, we have a cutting session. Maybe I'll just get a refresh and then go to an African woman. Could be the right thing to do. For that I would need a scrunchie to then put them together. If they're all individual small braids. Well, anyways, this is long. I have about an hour until I gotta be somewhere. And then maybe, yeah, to start sewing. Because that's always an adventure. To reconstruct the dress that whose inlay has shrunk massively, which I don't like, because now I cannot wear it as a dress because it's see-through. So I gotta wear pants under the dress, and that's just so much effort. Yeah. I'm getting the shivers. Today is a very swimming along my trajectory trail. Yeah. Swimming along the trail day. Oh my god, what trail do I seek? Or see? Not seek. So yeah. And I have a hard time. Well, my mind's giving itself a hard time, trying to give itself a hard time. Not me particularly. With all the options, all the ways that people have ever seen for me or wanted for me or never wanted for themselves so much that instead they choose to focus all their energy on me. Which, ooh, right, got them. Bless their hearts. As a good friend would say. Yeah, bless their hearts. And yeah, again, the pesky mind trying to make things out of things, especially around people who just are. So it's not enough that we have to deal with ourselves in this life. No, we have to deal with other people. And apparently we have to make their life harder instead of simpler. I don't see, I see massive amounts of opportunity for good and evil at best. And it's like a whole horror shit show everybody gives to each other, and then they try to rectify themselves with, nah, I was just gaslighting you there, and now you're being gaslighted here because I think you're stupid right here. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm so sorry I have to leave you here with those people. Talking about the dog. So yeah, people. Anyways, we don't know. I'm the fool on the hill. I'm just glad I had my 7 minutes of party time, which was 7 years. So 7 to 9 years exactly, So I'm not exaggerating or understating anything. Yeah, and I've also learned to relax my stomach, which somehow I just did that while drinking, and I remembered my grandma. So the grandma I did not like for most of her time. Who I still made do with. Who I still tried to respect for her gifts. Were always not seeing me at all. It was just bad. God damn, was I glad when she died. Which I was probably the only kid for that amount of love. Because my sister at the time, she really loved the grandma. Nowadays she doesn't even know why anymore. Because of all the painkillers, antidepressants. Yeah. They were born one day after each other. That doesn't say everything. I don't know what does. Anyways, I really want to hang up now. Bye. Also, she probably had less horrible experiences than I did with her. Because one day, for instance, which is a story that is being told in the family for some reason, one day I was probably 3 years old or 4. Anyways, I shared with the grandma that, look, there's caterpillars. And she just stomped on them. And I was so upset to watch probably 10 at once die. Because I shown her life, right? Just created life. Creating life, right? Life that's potentially going somewhere. And she just saw a rodent and killed it. So I kicked her shin. And I never really ever tried connecting with her again. So, and her expectations on me was just, they were never true. They were never there. I tried so hard to be with her too. It's like, man, if nothing's good enough for you, what the shit. So, yeah, there was a weekend where she died. There was a cemetery movement. After the weekend, she died. where I was already, I don't know, ecstasy deep in. So I felt horrible that day. I couldn't even say anything, really. It's not that I was asked to say anything, which is potentially why we're here. And I hope to clear this out with acupuncture woman today about speaking, about constantly feeling that you have something valuable to say, not being asked, and if you're asked, panicking, trying to prove, yes, now is the time, now is the moment, I can say the valuable thing, and not even hot air comes out. Yeah, you feel me? It's so horrible. So stop over-identifying. Stop identifying at large, at whole. I don't know. What you know is not who you are. What good or bad you could tell anybody. It's not what makes you you. You're not even the space in between all that. There's probably just mind. So you're the one watching. Ironic. Yeah, now I feel lighter, having vomited my heart out. Always around this time in life, I feel a little strange. And maybe it is because my grandma's December birthday pops up, or my siblings, or anybody else's for that matter, or because of my personality solar return. We don't know. By the way, The Boys has ended. I was astounded. The Boys is over. Can't say it loud enough. I'm shook. Whoa. The Boys is over. I was so sad actually. Like, hell yeah, they made the best out of it. And you could see the efforts. Like, everybody gave it their all. Motherfuckers. There was some emotional movement. Whew. For some reason it was really gratifying to see Homelander so dead. So dead in the way he was. And to see the whole communities. Is this live? Oh my god. I don't know. It just says so much on so many levels. And I hope there will be no similar godlike prophet anywhere soon. Cause damn, fuck that. Yeah, wonderful. Glad I said that. I'm sitting like a shrimp. Okay. Bye. Whatever the hell. I don't know. Take care.